Hey, welcome to day number 3 reveal of the Gina K Designs 12 Days of Christmas. I'm Diane DeWald and this is creativecatcrafts.com, and Gina's already released her video, so I'm going to go ahead and let's take a look at what's in here. Oh my goodness, we have some Connect glue and a glue bottle and a bunch of sequins and embellishments. So I think I know how Gina's going to use these. I'm going to do slightly something different. And for me, I'm going to go outside the box because you know what? I have never done a shaker card. So we're going to do a shaker card. But before we get that started, I am going to go ahead and take this Connect glue because I want the fine point. I'm going to go ahead and fill up my bottle. If you've been around for a while, I am a Tombow glue user, so this is something I'm going outside of the box for me. Get that down to the bottom. Get as much as I can in here to start with. And I will finish that later. And I need to purchase some of the matte Connect glue because I really want to give it a try. So I will put that there, point down. And because I like to have my glue upside down so it all gets easy to squeeze out. And my little glue thing, it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit my little glue thing. Well, I'm going to have to find, because I like to have my glue sit at an angle. So I'm just going to use, yes, I have a little shot glass. When I'm doing my technique that uses bleach, I pour a little bleach in the bottom of that. So let's put this aside for the moment and let me just get you out some of the things I'm going to use. So part of my Christmas cards, I use this mandala, Crescent Mandala, and so the die. And so I have a couple extras, and we're just going to grab one of these because one's all I think I need. We'll see how this goes. And then for a shaker card, you always have to have a sheet of acetate. And these are actually printable inkjet, printable laser transparencies. I can't find my acetate. And then our card base, I'm going outside the box. I'm not using white. I'm going to use Whisper cardstock. So let me get my scoreboard. Go ahead and score that now, since we have it in our hand. And I am using scoreboard I have had for 25 years. And I'm going to score it at 4 1/4 and get my Teflon folder here. I saw Gina do this, and I have been making cards for 25 plus years, and I never thought to use my scoreboard to get my edges so that they are perfect after you have burnished that fold down. So next on the list for the inside, this is going to be what we put our greeting on. And then I have black Onyx cardstock. I'll use that as a mat. And then I pulled from my stash. This was just some ink smooshing I did. That's going to be the base underneath that we're going to see when we put all of our sequins. And then I'll have a matte layer for that. And this is going to be, whoops, what our mandala is going to sit on, but we're going to cut this out, and bear with me. I have this excuse me, I have this planned in my head, but you're going to see me go through this process. So let me grab this, my die cutting platform, and we're going to use Master Layout 1. So let me go ahead and get the inside done. So I just need to figure out, okay, the one on the left is the larger, this is the smaller. So I'm going to go ahead and go cut this out for our inside, and I'll cut the black out of this one, and I will be right back. Okay, so I've got them both cut out. I'm not going to do anything with those at the moment. We have this cut out, but okay, what I discovered is this is Master Layout 2. You've got this stitched rectangle. This is a stitched rectangle cut out from that, and it is perfect cutout for this mandala. So I want a green panel, and I want this, the stitched Master Layout 2, and I want to get this as in the center as much as possible. Bear with me. And I want it straight, so I'm just going to add a little bit of minty tape, pixie tape, whatever washi tape or low-tack tape you use. And it's not quite in the center there. I'll be right back. This is going to make sense in a minute. Okay, I've got that cut out, and I'm going to gently peel up my low-tack tape, making sure I don't take any cardstock with it. And the funny thing is, this is not the piece we're going to use. This is the piece I want, because if this works like I think it should, that mandala will fit right on the inside. Look at that. Look at that. It fits perfectly inside. So what I need now, Master Layout 1, the inside, the smaller rectangle. And I want that minty tape because I want to hold it down. And I'm going to run this through my die cutting machine. I'll be right back. Okay, I think this is going to work how I want it to. If not, you all are going to get to see an experiment and an epic fail. Okay, I took no cardstock with that. And that is the perfect outside. And you're like, well, how are you going to attach that? Well, bring in our acetate, which is right here. You really can't see it, so I'm going to grab a piece of copy paper to put behind it. And we are going to take that same die from Master Layout 1, the smaller of the two rectangles. Actually, that was the larger. Did I? Oh, nope. It is the smaller. It is the smaller of the two. I just got them mixed up. So I'm going to put that on top of the acetate. I'll be right back. Okay, I have the acetate cut, and it static picked up some items from just some dust from my plates here. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this away. That's just some leftover copy paper. Here's the acetate. It's got some slivers on the edge. Careful running your fingers along it. Okay, then, so that's that. Then this I want the larger, make sure this is the larger. I have done that too. The larger. And this is the 65. This is not the black Onyx. So hang on one second. I got to grab different cardstock. Yep. Okay. Larger. I'm going to pause you again. I'll be right back. Okay. So I've got that. This will end up going on it. And then this will go in the center. But I got to get rid of the black. And actually, that's not the case. Changing my mind. This we're going to cut out with the smaller. And again, I'll be right back. Okay, I think I have everything cut how I want it cut. So let me get all of this together and I'll be right back. Okay, I honestly have no idea if this is going to work or not. So what we are going to do is I'm going to glue this smooshed panel to the mat using the Connect glue that was in day 3, and I need this off so that I can see it because I want to make sure I get perfect. And my large acrylic block, because I want that to be flat. And we're going to put that on the front of our Whisper cardstock. So are those of you that are participating, are you having fun in the daily reveal? I am. Day 1 yesterday, I had something very similar, but it wasn't the exact same thing, which is so fun. So, whoops, sorry about that. I'm just going to leave this like this, let that press down, and where's my acetate sheet? So, I'm going to try a trick that Gina did on day 1. So, this is how I want, and we're going to do this because I want these two to stay together. My minty tape's not cooperating with me. I want these, I'm going to flip these over. I want them to stay together. So, okay, so now I'm going to get my glue bottle, and here's where the glue fun starts. We'll get some dots on the Emerald Coast. We'll get it on the white, and I'm just going to turn, and we're just going to do this. Let's get some dots going. Because we got to make sure that the white is adhered to the acetate as well as, and I'm hoping this glue works, And I'm going to get some of these larger places. Just get some glue dots in here. Wherever I find a large enough spot. Get some over here. Okay, let's try the acetate. Let's see if this works. Okay, I'm going to use this block and just kind of leave it there for a second and see if this works. Now the other thing I'm going to need is my shaker strips. And get some little snips. Let's see if this worked. Oh, I think this is going to work. Look at that. This is awesome. Okay, I'm going to peel, gently pull that off. Look at that. That's gorgeous. Now it is a little bit, I did overshoot this. So I'm just going to trim down the edge up here since this is now dry. I'm just cutting the acetate that's sticking over. I should have trimmed it down. I didn't think about doing it that way. I thought I was going to get this on here perfectly, and I must have shifted it. There. And I have a couple pieces of acetate here I'm just going to throw away. Like I said, I've never done a shaker card, so this is completely new to me. There. Okay. Shaker strips. I want this up and off. So I'm not putting it right, come on, work with me here. I'm not putting it right at the edge. And I will use that here in a minute, but I want a solid lift. So it's got a mind of its own. Okay, snip this. And then I'm going to use this. Oop, I cut it a little too short. That's okay. And these guys, nope, not that. So, because I don't want those sequins to come out, so I'm going to bend this shaker strip. And I'm going to take the top plastic off, or backing, so that I can get this molded. Same thing here. We're going to end up taking that backing off. Sorry if I was out of shot. And we want to make sure no sequins are going to fall out of here. And I'm going to butt this right up against this one here. And then I'll use this strip here. And I have a little strip here I'll put down here. Now, here's the fun part. I've never done a shaker card, so I'm trying to figure out how do I get the sequins in here and this centered. So Okay. Let's take all the backing, let's get sticky. Okay, all the backings are off. Here's our card. It's going to open that way. The mandala piece will be over here. So we've got a pile. Everybody play nice. And my head is going to get in the way because I need to see putting this down. I think it was crooked, but I don't know. So I think I had too many sequins in there. Let me see if I can. There we go. There we go. There we go. I love it. You can see them in there. I love it. It worked. It worked. Look at that. I do think I have too much, but that's okay. Okay, then for the inside, let me glue this down. And then I do have a sentiment already for the front. There we go. This was fun. I've never done a shaker. Since I've never done one, I've never really watched people create them. So I don't know if this is how it's done, but this is what I did. Perfect. And then where'd my sentiment go? And it's this little happy birthday I'm just going to put down here. And since this is already popped up, I am gluing this right down to the card. I'm not going to try to get height because I feel like there's already enough on this card. Make sure that's straight. Where's my, there it is. And then we're going to add a little more bling on the outside. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And where's my little stick and pick? I'm not used to the sequins with the centers open. So this is a bit, yeah, I don't know how to do this. That's a no-go for me. No offense, Gina, but that is definitely a no-go. But I do have, whoops, these will be on the inside of shaker cards. So let me grab, let's add some more sparkle. What do we have in here? Looking for, oh, I think silver would look really beautiful with this. Let's get a bunch of silver out. So these little glue dots that I already did. Sorry if my hair just got in the way. Let's do one there, here. Here we go. Get that down. Oh, we've got several of them stuck together. And then I'm going to do one here, 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 here. Wherever it looks like there's a little point. Oh, there are several of those. There we go. Oh, there were lots of them right there. Perfect. Just need to make sure that these are the Cartwright sequins I love, and they have a concave shape to them. So you just have to make sure that you've got the right side. Oops, there were two of them there stuck together. So you have to make sure you get the right side making contact with the glue. And see, yeah, this batch, they must have had a bunch of them together. Yep, this has got multiples. I can feel it. I can see it. Where's my other dot? I thought I had another dot. So we're going to do a dot here, 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 here. I think this is so fun. I may have blinged this up too much. Is there too much bling? Can there ever be too much bling? I think this is adorable, and I love the fact that it's an interactive card. I love it. Thanks for joining me today. I will have all the supplies I used listed down below. And until tomorrow, day number 4, happy stamping.